A central Vermont man has a really interesting hobby. He is reinstalling vintage technology that's been gradually disappearing from our communities.
We're talking about payphones. You used to see them everywhere, from street corners to shopping malls, bus stations, so many places. But as more and more of us got cell phones and then smartphones, there was less and less of a need for payphones. That's where a graduate of Vermont Technical College, now Vermont State University, comes in. Inspired by efforts in Philadelphia and Portland, Oregon, Patrick Schlott of Williamstown wants to return payphones to the landscape, but with a free twist.
He says there is still a need for these phones because not everyone has a smartphone. They don't always work in rural areas, or they're not always charged. Here's his story. Off Interstate 89's Exit 4 in Randolph, the Info Barn from the White River Valley Chamber of Commerce has a new addition. So rarely seen nowadays, it certainly stands out.
The old school phone kind of goes with the old school barn vibes. I think it's perfect.
Patrick Schlott just installed a 1950s era rotary payphone here, except it takes no payment.
No coins needed.
No coins at all. It's free to use from what Patrick calls Randtel, his Randolph Public Telephone Operating Company.
You will not likely see even regular, touch-tone payphones out in the wild, much less a rotary dial. So it does feel like something coming back from the dead.
In his home workshop, Patrick, who has a day job as an electrical engineer, cleans, fixes up, and tests payphones he buys at auctions or flea markets, rewiring them so they'll transmit calls over the internet. Patrick says the phones were built to last, even in harsh outdoor conditions.
So a lot of them have a good amount of staying power. They still operate. And I think if you can use that and provide a public service, then that's something really positive.
So far, he's installed his payless payphones at the North Tunbridge General Store, where it's really difficult to get a cell phone signal, and at the Latham Library in Thetford, where kids often need to call their parents for rides, but they don't have phones, especially after Thetford Academy went smartphone free for students.
People like it. It's definitely getting used.
For now, Patrick's covering the costs of Randtel out of his own pocket, though he may seek donations in the future, calling it part hobby, part volunteerism to benefit the Vermont communities he loves.
There's not a person that I've discussed this project with that thinks it's foolish.
Andrea Easton's with the White River Valley Chamber and expects the new old phone in the Info Barn will draw users curious about the retro tech, and she thinks its location near the highway could be really helpful, say if someone's cell phone runs out of battery power.
There's a lot of comfort in history, and this is going to be one of those things that bring people some joy and some comfort and a real need when they need a phone.
With his third install behind him, Patrick Schlott's now looking for potential hosts for future projects. With Randtel, what's old really is new again.
If even one person gets a positive use out of using this phone, all of my effort will have been worth it. I'm glad that I am afforded the opportunity to be able to do something like this for the community of Randolph.
Now, Patrick puts information on his free phones, including the number for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, 988. And here's how you can get in touch with him through his website, randtel.co, or by phone or email.
It really is a smart idea, especially like you said, when you think about rural areas, you don't get the best reception, your kids need to call you.
When's the last time you used a rotary phone?
I remember using a rotary phone. My parents had a rotary phone, and I remember calling my parents collect on a payphone, right?
Of course.
You call collect, and then you leave your name before your parents, accept the collect call. Pick me up at the library.
To skip out
Click.
on
Yes.
a payment?
To skip out on the payment, exactly, yeah.
Cool to see him back in use.
Yeah, absolutely. Great story, Jack.